legs. So that's all good. Apologies I've not been with you on a Monday or a Thursday as much as I'd like to, but other things have been getting in the way. We have got 18 drivers on the grid. You may notice that Smudgit is showing twice. This is a glitch. The white icon for Smudgit is actually Centrofin. He's a reserve driver. And the actual Smudgit is there with the yellow icon. I'll just fix up my settings. That one on, and that one on. And don't really care about tyres right now. Captain leader, fastest lap. There we go. So who's out on track then? We've got a monster coming out. And another monster already going round. Just take a second to re-familiarise with the teams. As we have some drivers out on their outlaps then. Get this qualifying session started here in Bahrain. To find the right one. Here somewhere. Was it somewhere? Can't find it now, of course. So we are looking at Naben Holan. He's in the green monster car. And who else is out and about? We've got Miller Vanilla. He's in a Lamborghini. The purple car, an icon on the track map there. Here's your leader of the championship so far, Bunny's Vengeance. He is in an Audi with the black icon. Here is Centrofin, your reserve, in a white car. There's UJGC, he is in a Marlborough car. They lead the Constructors' Championship, Marlborough, after 4 rounds. And here he is, Smudgit, in the gold and red Hasta La Vista. So here we go. Who's going to be round first on their fast lap? Looks like Imlaub Salga is going to set the pace. Here he comes now. And across the line in 1:29.0. No idea if that's good or not. We shall soon see. Who's next round? It's Centrofin, the reserve. 1:29.9 for Centrofin. Here come a couple of monsters. Sime 1:29.8. Everybody almost out on track now. King Kong has only won 30.7. And Boogie T Slime a 1:29.1. So Imlaub Salga still setting the pace. We've got a few more banking their laps. Unta Alasal must have gone wrong somewhere as he set a 1:52. Buddy's Vengeance 129.2 and Brad Mason 129.7. So that Imlaub Saga lap really setting it well, as In Dynamum is out. In Dynamum, he seems to have crashed coming out of the last corner. And In Dynamum is out of qualifying without setting a lap. So the 129s are the early pace setters. And UJGC goes onto provisional pole with a 129.0 and is immediately overtaken on that with a 129.0 as well by MK5 on bags. And Swanton Bomb has also done a 129.0, and so is Joker. So we've got 5 of them there on 129.0s. But MK5 on bags is the provisional pole sitter at the moment, but 6 of them there, all separated by less than a tenth of a second. Somebody else there has joined. Maybe we'll be up to 19 runners. Or maybe they're another spectator, I'm not sure. Wavy has a 129.4. Puts him 8th at the moment. Yellow flags being thrown around. Hopefully nobody else has come off. As we watch MK5 on bags, is he going to try and improve his time? He isn't. He's going to pit. So let's see who's on a flyer, shall we? Joker's coming into the pits. Wavy might be on one. Here's Nevin Holland. Very few drivers out on the track now. Try and keep an eye on those who are. Just 3 yet to set a lap, and Nathan Holland is one of them. And has invalidated there. You saw him go a little too wide. So let's have a look at Scornful Griffin then. He's purple sector 1. So just 3 drivers yet to set a lap. Neben Holland's going to have to come out and have another go. He's pitted, as has Miller Vanilla, so he must have been validated as well. And another flash of purple here for Scornful Griffin. So look out the top few, as this could be up there with the best we've seen so far. Let's see. Round he comes up to the line. And it is, it's a 128.5. He's taken half a second out of the field. A fantastic lap from the monster driver. Scornful Griffin takes provisional pole, and that one is going to take some beating. It really is. Here's Syme going for another attempt. And is improving slightly on his time. In Dynamum is back in, having retired. Let's hope that Audi stays out of the way of Syme. He does. as Simon now comes round the last corner and up to the line in 129.4 and improves to 9th. Here's Boogie T Slime, he's invalidated. Imlam Saga just starting his flying lap. Set the early pace of the 129.0. Now down to 5th with that lap. Let's see what he can do. Here he spins! He almost spins. He's lost it and he's going to have to abort this lap. Too much inside curb there. And round he almost went. And that's ruined his lap. Here comes Bunny's Vengeance. What can he do? The timing system's a bit out if he's on 4 minutes. We'll wait and see here. Across the line. Maybe that was his out lap. I'm not sure what happened there, but he didn't improve. Bit of purple there for Bunny's Vengeance. In sector 1, we'll stay with him. Seemed to work well for Scornfall when we stayed with him. MK5 on Bags has also broken 129. He's a 128.8 for second. Bunny's Vengeance, current championship leader. As up to 3rd goes Swanton Bomb, 128.8 as well. And another flash of purple. This could be a good lap for Bunny's Vengeance. He's coming up to the last corner now. A few yellow flags thrown about, but nothing to get in his way as he hits the line in 128.9, putting him up to 4th. Bunny's Vengeance goes up to 4th place. Here comes Boogie. Right, he's well down. According to my timing screen, so he's probably on his way back in. No, he's staying out, so we'll just double check that. Yep, he's going to start a flying lap now. 5 minutes left in the qualifying session. And quite a few in the pits preparing for that final run. Miller sets at 129.9. Well, I missed there. Meaning just Naben Holan is left to set a time other than Indina Mum, who crashed out. So let's see how Boogie is doing with this one. Swanton back into the pits. Bunny's Vengeance will probably follow. And Tralasau currently out on track. And a little shuffle there. Wavy, 128.7. Wavy up the order into second. Here comes Boogie into the final straight. And Boogie T Slime takes pole, 128.5. Boogie T Slime, provisional pole position in the Lamborghini. Let's go to Untralasau. Oh dear! Just as we come to him, he's had a big off. A big spin off there for Untralisal. And a bad few seconds for the Monster team as one of their drivers gets knocked off the top and another does well to keep it out of the wall. Here's Centrofin reserve. I do apologise for it saying Smug Git on there because that's not right. That's a lovely glitch for this game, of which there are many, as I'm sure you're aware. Let's see what he can do. Anyway, Centrofin, the reserve driver, in a generic livery, not one of the teams. Here he comes, and he's not improved, so remains 13th. Who else is out there? We've got Syme, has just gone to 10th. He was around there anyway. Brad Mason coming round, I think on his out lap possibly. So he's starting a lap, as is Smug. Keep an eye on Scornful Griffin as the time ticks down. He's about to start his flying lap. We'll try our best to stay with who's on flyers and who's not. We're not sure. UJ is definitely just warming up for his, as Naben Holan goes 10th. Boogie T Slime thinks he's done enough. He's not going to be setting another lap. Naben Holan goes 10th, 1:29.3. Let's try and pick up who's on flyers. Syme looks to be 2 seconds down on his time. Just behind him is that Untralisal. It is indeed. We'll come to him because he's taking 20 seconds off his previous bad time. Let's see where he ends up. 1:29.5, and he ends up 12th at the moment. So a cluster of monsters there in the middle section, in the midfield. Imran Salga, let's keep an eye on him, as Brad Mason's up to 3rd. Here comes Imran Salga, and it's a 1:28.9 for him. He's 8th at the moment. Where's Bunny's Vengeance? Here he is. Scornful Griffin then with the pole time, 1:28.4. MK5 is still to go round. Let's see what he does. MK5, 1:28.9, doesn't improve. Brad Mason's completed his lap. UJ goes 2nd, 1:28.5. Let's keep an eye on Bunny's Vengeance as he comes round. He's a couple of tenths down at the moment. So it looks like Scornful Griffin. I think Brad Mason's completed his lap and he's on an in lap. Joker is still going as well, just behind Bunny's Vengeance. So let's see, Bunny's Vengeance and Joker, can they improve? Bunny's Vengeance does not improve. Joker slightly improves, but only to 10th. Brad Mason is way down, so he's just coming in, and that's going to be it for qualifying. Scornful Griffin takes pole position for the Monster team, with UJGC in the Marlborough in 2nd, completing the front row. The 2nd row is Lamborghinis, Boogie T Slime and Brad Mason. Then it's Wavy and MK5, Swanton Bomb and Bunny's Vengeance, Imlaub Saga and Joker rounding off the top 10. Naben Hole in 11th, Smudgit 12th, Sime 13th, Unchalasar 14th, Centrafin 15th, Miller Vanilla 16th, King Kong 17th, and in Dynamum crashing out and will start from the back of the grid in 18th. So that's your qualifying done, folks. There's UJ in the Marlborough. I'll run you through the grid again on the formation lap as always, but the top 9 all breaking the 129 barrier. And then after those, everyone except King Kong and Dynamum broke the 130 barrier. Very close as always. Top 10 separated by about half a second. And look at that, the top 3 by less than 0.1 seconds. So we'll have a little pause before drivers are told to ready up. Just to point out, I'm not racing myself this evening. PRL is in Baku this week. I'm not racing as I've got an early morning tomorrow and I've got an eye infection, so I'm struggling a little bit. So if you're tuning in looking for me driving badly, you'll have to go to some previous streams. There are plenty of them. The schedule, normally, all being well, is Mondays DRS 8 o'clock on comms and Thursdays TSL on comms at 8 o'clock, and then 10 o'clock UK time this is my own races with PRL. Realistic tier on a Monday and tier 3 on a Thursday. But just lately, other things have been getting in the way. Been a bit busy, and that schedule's gone a little bit haywire. There you go. No danger of any rain being in the desert. So I assume we will see the usual 1 or 2 stop strategies. Interested to see, of course, whether the safety car plays a part. Plenty of overtaking opportunities around here. Some tight corners. Does give you the potential to spin out very easily if you get it wrong. So we will see. We'll take you quickly through the standings. The constructors, Marlborough have 112 points. Munster have 100. Audi 83. Hasta La Vista 59 and Lamborghini 52. The drivers' standings are here somewhere. They were. Don't seem to have found them. I did see it somewhere. Hello Finley, welcome aboard, welcome into the chat. You've just caught me at a moment looking in the Discord where I have seemingly lost where the standings are. Very strange. About to half manage that, but there it is. Right, now we've found it. Finley's in 15th on the grid. Bunny's Vengeance leads the Drivers' Championship by 19 points from Scornful Griffin. Wavy is in 3rd place ahead of Brad Mason, Swanton Bomb. And then Joker and Nathan Holan on 24. We do have 19. We've got another one. We've got TMK, who appears to be in one of last year's cars. That looks very like last season's car. And just as we say that, he's had a little spin on the formation lap there. So back to the front. We'll run through the grid for you. Scornful Griffin on pole position from UJ. GC in 2nd. Boogie T Slime and Brad Mason are next. Ahead of Wavy and MK5 on bags. Seems to be a Lamborghini out of order somewhere there. Swanton Bomb is in 7th with Bunny's Vengeance, your championship leader, in 8th. Imlaub Salga is 9. Joker is in 10th. Here's your pit strategies. As I said, 1 or 2 stop strategies. Put the tyres up for you. Just smug git gambling on the softs. The hards for Brad Mason, Joker, Nathan Holan, Syme and Miller Vanilla. And everybody else on the mediums. There is Nathan Holan on them hards in 11th. From Smug on the softs in 12th. Syme 13. Untrala South 14. Centrafin, he's in the chat and he's 15th on the grid. Miller Vanilla is 16. King Kong 17. In Dynamum 18. And rounding off the field in one of last year's cars is TMK. So here we go. Just re-parking on the grid now. Let's see how many people get disqualified. It's not easy getting it dead right. Wavy. Anybody else? Untralisal. No more? No, just 2. That's pretty good. So here we go then for the Bahrain Grand Prix. And it's go! And UJ gets a good start on the side of Scornful, does he? Awful camera view for the first corner. Change. UJ does get into the lead. And Bunny's Vengeance picks up a 5-second penalty for corner cutting. And drops right down the field, Bunny's Vengeance. Bunny's Vengeance has dropped right to 17th. But UJ got off the line best and now leads from Scornful Griffin in 2nd. The 2 Lamborghinis keeping their positions, but MK5 as Swanton's had a hit and he's gone right down the field. MK5 right on Brad Mason, followed by Untralisals up to 6th, and then Joker and Centrafin. What a start! Up to 8th. Finley's right up to 8th. Great start for him. Ahead of Nathan Holan and Smug Git. In Dynamum and Syme are to and froing. And who's going to get the better of this? In Dynamum does get the pass, and Bunny's Vengeance and Wavy tangling as well. Buddy's now on a recovery drive after that crash, or whatever happened to him at the first corner. He also picked up a 5-second penalty, which is not going to help. He's going to have to get rid of that on pits, and he's making a dive up the inside, and contact there. Contact. Oh no, there's a big problem, and Imlab Saga's out of the race. Imlab Saga's out of the race, and that's going to be a safety car, I think. Is it a full or a virtual safety car? Everybody's having to stop for Delta. Imlab Saga, the unfortunate victim of that. It started as Bunny's Vengeance tried to overtake Wavy, and I think another of the Marlboroughs was involved. Hello Dingers, how are you, mate? I'm very well. Off to Blackpool in the morning, but first in Bahrain for this race, and Imlab Saga, the unfortunate victim of that one. And I'm still trying to work out if it's a full or a virtual safety car. I think it's a virtual because I can't see the safety car icon on the track. But the field's bunched up anyway, and it's green light racing again. And Bunny's Vengeance is making moves again already, going around the inside of Syme. Syme will try and fight it, but it's not going to happen. And Untrana is off. Untrana off. There he is. He had got up to 6th. He had a great start, but it's all gone wrong for him. And in the background, TMK is in the wall. You see TMK in the background there hitting the wall. And he's going to need another new front wing. I believe he just came in. At the front, it's UJ GC. From Scornful Griffin and Boogie T Slime. MK5 on bags has now passed Brad Mason, who's going for a look up the inside to take the place back again. Just as we speak there. Brad Mason ahead now of Joker in 6th, who's being chased by Centrofin in 7th, and Smug Git behind him in 8th. Naben Holland is right behind them, and Indina Mum is up to 10th from the back of the grid. Bunny's Vengeance has already climbed to 11th after his first lap incident. We're on lap 3 only here. Definitely celebrity status, if you can count going to Blackpool for football as celebrity status. Haven't been to Bahrain really, just virtually to do these comms. Be a bit hot for me out there, I think. It's hot on track at the moment as Smug Git is making a move on Finn there, and Smug Git gets it done, but can he hold it now down the straight? Both drivers have the DRS open. Finley looks to the outside. In Dynamon behind is overtaking Naben Holland. And Bunny's Vengeance also. Bunny's Vengeance managed to take Naben Holland as well. As you can see in the foreground, in Dynamon. And Finley, in Dynamon round the inside of Finley now. Can Finley hold that inside? No. Down he goes to 9th place. Back in the field, Swanton Bomb and Untrana South tangling away. Up front, UJGC has a 1.5 second lead from Scornful Griffin. Boogie T Slime is 3rd. And he's pulled away by 3 seconds to MK5. Brad Mason's still on his tail. Joker is in 6th, and he's got a train of cars behind him. 2 of his teammates, Smug Git and Indina Mum, are now the 2 immediately behind him. And Smug on the soft tyres may want a bit of team orders here to get his teammate out of his way while these soft tyres are fresh. We've got a yellow in sector 3. And who's that for? That's Untralasau going slowly. Keep an eye on Bunny's Vengeance as he cuts his way back up through the field. His next target is Centrafin, who made it all the way up to 6th, but is now dropping back down after starting 15th. And here he goes on the outside, having a look. Might be a switchback opportunity. And look at the pace of Bunny's Vengeance here. They're close together. Who's going to yield? Bunny's is going to dive it up the inside. Excellent racing by the two of them. Still side by side, and Bunny's Vengeance does get the move. And up to 9th place goes Bunny's Vengeance, but Finley's not letting it go. And a yellow in sector 2 again, and we've got a monster off, and it's Untralasau yet again. Untralasau is off again, and he's not having the best of evenings here in the desert, and King Kong picks up a 3-second penalty, the first one of those other than Bunny's Vengeance, which was caused in the first lap. Scornful's closed up a bit to UJ in the lead. Boogie T Slime, fastest lap of the race, is closing in on Scornful Griffin. And a yellow set, it's Untralasau again, I believe. Really struggling with it at the moment. Smug right up behind Joker. Is he going to get a move done? He might well get a move done. They're close together, teammates. And look at Dynamum behind, just watching on. And we've got another yellow flag. That's might be TMK again. The unfortunate Imlauf Saga leaves the session. He was very unfortunate. It wasn't his accident, and he just ran into the accident. Let's have a look at Boogie T Slime here, coming right up close to Scornful Griffin. And Smug does get the move done on Joker, and then Dynamum will look to follow as Untralasau's off yet again. He's having a rotten evening. It's still 15th of 18 at the moment, but the others are catching him. As Smug now leads this trio of Hasta La Vistas. Joker and in Dynamum and they're both fighting away behind him. They could be 3 wide going into the corner here. Joker defends the inside and keeps the place, and Dynamum has a little wobble. Soon they're going to have Bunny's Vengeance for company. We'll keep with this battle at the moment, as he's got a bit deep there in Dynamum, and he's going to have to watch out behind as Bunny's Vengeance is closing in. The 3 Hasta La Vistas in a row there. Smug on the soft tyres, so he's going to be hoping for a safety car. Here we go, who's going to get the better here in Dynamum? Up the inside of Joker, does get it done, and Joker drops to 8. And off again is Untralasau, and now he's lost the 2 positions to King Kong and Miller Vanilla. We'll stay with this battle here, as in Dynamum pulls now away from Joker, and that's going to leave him in trouble with Bunny's Vengeance. Joker this time had the DRS still, and in fact he's going to make a move, and they're going 3, almost going 3 wide in the corner, And Joker makes the move on in Dynamum, and TMK is out. TMK's out, and we have a safety car. It's a full safety car. This could play very nicely in, and Intradasau is out as well. This could play very nicely into the hands of not only those who pitted earlier for them to catch up, but Smug Git will surely pit from the soft tyres and could potentially go hard to the end from 6th at a free pit stop. Let's see, will everybody pit? We'll keep with the leader for now, as obviously the race is neutralised and nobody can overtake. Let's see how many people pit. Even though we have 2, 3, 4 drivers in the same teams, there are no issues with double stacking. Everyone's got their own pit crew, so no problems on that score. Let's see what everybody does. Here comes UJ, and he is pitting. Boogie is pitting. Scornful is pitting. Next round is MK5. He's pitting. Brad Mason is not pitting and will take the lead. Brad Mason takes the lead. MK5 is pitting. Smug is pitting. Joker is not. Joker is not and goes to 2nd. Finley doesn't pit. He's up to 3rd. Naben Holan doesn't pit and he's up to 4th. So the first 4 have not pitted. Brad Mason, Joker, Finley and Naben Holan. UJ is then 5th, having just pitted from Boogie T Slime and Scornful Griffin. In fact, Boogie must have jumped Scornful somewhere, because Scornful was 2nd. He's now a net 3rd. MK5 on bags in the Hasta La Vista is 8th, from Smug in 9th and in Dynamum in 10th. 11th is Syme. Wavy is 12th. Swanton Bomb 13th. Bunny's Vengeance, after that 5-second penalty under safety car pitting, has dropped back to 14th. King Kong is 15th for not yet catching the field. And Miller Vanilla is your last runner after we lost Untradasau and TMK on this incident that caused the safety car. I think there were 2 separate incidents. I don't think they were together. And we lost Imlaud Salga earlier on in the race. It's very unfortunate. So Brad Mason leads us then, behind the safety car, which will go round for another lap, I believe. It will indeed. The last couple have not yet got to the tail of the field. Well, they are turning into the main straight now, so they will do any minute now. In fact, Wavy pits. A very strange pit for Wavy. He must have had some contact, because there's a front wing going on there. So Wavy pits for a 2nd time in as many laps. Must have got some contact, or had a broken wing and they didn't fix it. That's happened before. But Wavy's back out on mediums, and there'll be a long haul for him to go to the end on those. Syme is in the same kind of position at the moment, with most of the rest who pitted onto the hards, and they should go the distance. Of those who haven't pitted, just Finley is on the mediums. The rest, Brad Mason, Joker, Naven Holan, the front of the front four are all on hard tyres from the start. King Kong pitted in lap 1 and Miller Vanilla also early. So there we go, we're up to date. We'll just wait for Wavy to rejoin the rear of the field, and the safety car is in this lap. Buddy's Vengeance having all that hard work undone by the safety car pit stops with a 5-second penalty. He was in amongst the Hasta La Vistas and he's back down now to 13th. Of course, these front four will have to box at some point, but for now, Brad Mason is the leader and Joker is second. And he's leaving it very late, Brad Mason, and off he goes now. So Brad Mason leads us off into the first corner. Nathan Holland's right up, and Scornful Griffin also making a move perhaps. Nathan Holland up the inside of Finley. Nathan Holland up to third. Finley's dropped to 4. Scornful Griffin's up a place. Boogie T Slime and Scornful tangling away. UJ has dropped down. Has he? No. Maybe. With the camera change, MK5 up the inside of UJ. Almost into the back of the other two in front of him who are scrapping Boogie T Slime and Scornful Griffin. UJ gets the position back. Buddy's Vengeance tangling with Sime and Swanton, and contact there from Swanton on Sime, and it's cost Swanton the place, and Miller Vanilla now being overtaken by Wavy. Good move for Wavy around. There goes In Dynamum. In Dynamum who spun. UJ managed to get Scornful Griffin. And Smug managed to get MK5, did he? MK5 takes that place back. Big scraps going on everywhere you look after the safety car. Wavy going up past Swanton Bomb. Buddy's Vengeance looking for a move on Sime. In Dynamum pits after his spin. Boogie is making a move on Finley up the inside here. Fresher tyres and Boogie T Slime does get it done. Finley is trying his best to fight it, but is not going to repel Boogie there as Buddy's Vengeance gets past Sime, and Sime's really fighting it though. Sime and Buddy's are still neck and neck, side by side, and Bunnies gets the job done, and Sime's going to have to look out. He's got Wavy and Swanton right behind as well. Up at the front, here's Nevin Holland in third. He's chasing Joker. Wavy now passes Sime. But UJ dropped a couple of positions because Boogie T Slime is now the net leader once these three in front of him pit. As Scornful makes the move on Finley. As does... No, but Finley's pitting, I apologise. Finley's in the pits and so is Sime. Sime must have got damage, I think, from that contact. But Finley also in the pits. So let's catch our breath. Brad Mason leads. Joker is second and Nevin Holland is third, but they are yet to pit. Boogie T Slime, your net leader, in fourth, with UJ in fifth and Scornful Griffin sixth. They've been the front three throughout the first section of the race. You've got MK5 on bags there in 7th, with Bunny's Vengeance now up to 8th, ahead of Smug Git, Wavy and Swanton Bomb. And Wavy is making moves since his double tyre change. Miller Vanilla's now up to 12th. And then Dynamum is now back out on soft tyres, with some catching up to do. Scornful Griffin sets the fastest lap of the race. And Dynamum has got past Syme at the back of the field. And Syme is off. Syme is off, and he's trying to get those tyres back, it looks like. And Dynamum sets the fastest lap of the race on the soft tyres. Brad Mason continues to lead. Joker has a chance in second though, as Wavy overtakes Smug from 9th. And Smug might have the company of another Marlborough straight away in a minute, because here comes Swanton Bomb. Excuse me. The midfield seems to be where the action is at the moment. The front three still separated by less than a second apiece. But Joker just can't get close enough to Brad to make a move. Boogie T Slime now catching them though. And Swanton does overtake Smug Git around the outside of the turn 1. Smug's going to take that back, is he? Switch back time, possibly. And Swanton had to duck out of it. Just had a little wobble, and that might bring Miller Vanilla into the battle. Swanton go for another move maybe. Lovely switch back by Swanton Bomb there on Smug Git. Beautiful move. And up into 10th place. And Miller Vanilla might try and follow, as he's gone very wide. Swanton's gone wide as well. And Miller Vanilla's going to get 2 places here. Swanton picks up a penalty. Smug Git went wide as well. And Miller Vanilla said thank you very much and went up to 10th place. Swanton the second one to pick up a 3-second penalty along with his teammate King Kong. Expect there'll be more by the end of the race. And Joker now closing right up on Brad Mason. Is he going to be close enough this time with the DRS to make a move? The Lamborghini looking like it's got the straight line speed to keep Joker behind. Boogie T Slime is right behind Naven Holand now. And this could be the move. Up the inside, as you can see there. Boogie T Slime up into 3rd. Lovely move by Boogie there. The front 2 and Naven Holand now. Their tyres must be getting a bit tired. UJ will look to clear Naven Holand as quickly as he can, but he's in a monster sandwich because Scornful Griffin is right behind him. Scornful, can he get any kind of move on UJ here? Can UJ get a move on Nathan Holan, who is helping his teammate a bit by holding UJ up? MK5 on Bags will be hoping to close the gap. You can see them in the distance there. Here goes UJ. Up the inside of Nathan Holan, and does he get the place? He does. UJGC up to 4th place ahead of Nathan Holan, who I assume will get out of the way of his teammate because they're in very different races, as Swanton Bomb overtakes Miller Vanilla. I can only assume that Nathan Holan won't fight Scornful too much here, because with pit stops considered, they're not really in the same race, and Scornful is trying to go after UJ and Boogie here. But so far, no change of position between the two of them. Let's see if it happens here. He's a bit too far back. Nathan Holan definitely amongst the team have not been on the radio to say get out of the way. They are racing for position, of course, but with Nathan Holan having to pit soon. Wavy now closing right up on Bunny's Vengeance in 8th place. Another recovery drive from the championship leader. Scornful now surely going to make the move on Nathan Holan this time, and does so. So Scornful now up to 5th. Nathan Holan dropping back down. And Miller Vanilla pits. Up to 2nd. Goes Boogie, not quite. He had it and then he didn't. And UJ's right behind, keeping an eye on this. Boogie, of course, doesn't have to overtake Joker. Oh, Joker's a spin from the leader. Brad Mason spins, and Boogie has snuck past Joker, and Joker's going to try and dive it back up the inside. UJ's right there as well. 3 abreast. 3 abreast as they go down the straight, and Joker's got the inside. And they managed to get through, and Joker's racing, trying to go back for the lead, and Joker retakes the lead ahead of Boogie T Slime. UJ and Scornful Griffin's right there as well. Joker retakes the lead, Boogie T Slime 2nd, UJ 3rd, but they're right, almost touching as they go through the corner, and Joker's going to dive into the pits and get out the way and let them battle for the lead. Look at this, the 3 of them. Boogie T Slime, UJGC and Scornful Griffin. And UJ, does he take the lead? He does! UJ takes the lead ahead of Boogie T Slime. Scornful Griffin right behind, and Nathan Holan following. Amazing racing here in TSL. 3 different teams all going for the lead. Who's picked up a penalty? It's Findley's picked up a penalty. UJGC then taking the lead, Boogie T Slime into 2nd, and Scornful Griffin 3rd, Nathan Holan following in 4th, still yet to pit. Brad Mason has now pitted after spinning from the lead, and drops down to 12th. And Joker also pitted, and he came back out in 10th spot. And off goes Nathan Holan. Off goes Nathan Holan. The hard tyres, as you've seen with Brad Mason as well, just not going as long as they were wanting to. And Nathan Holan will probably pit at the end of this lap now. but he's fallen to 8th and will drop out of the top 10 when he pits. Wavy still trying to get Bunny's vengeance, but does need to think about tyre preservation. We've got 9 laps to go, as Nathan Holland does indeed pit. So Smug goes up to 8th. It's an absolutely incredible race in there for the lead. It's now calmed down, but they're still very close together. So we'll keep an eye on them at the front. UJ, Boogie and Scornful. MK5 managed to close up to within 2 seconds now of this front three as they were ding-dong battling away. And Bunny's Vengeance, what a recovery drive, is up to 5th, but still hasn't shaken off the attention of Wavy in 6th. But Wavy on the medium tyre, this may come to haunt him later on, as we've seen the drivers on old tyres struggle a little bit, and that's hards, not mediums. So by the end of this race they could all be struggling a bit, but especially Wavy on the mediums might have to pit again. He's still following it behind Bunny's Vengeance. Can he get near enough to make a move? Brad Mason is looking to make a move also on King Kong after he just pitted. So fresh mediums for him. King Kong pulls off and goes into the pits. So Brad Mason back up into the top 10, having led briefly after the safety car. So here we go then, the front three, UJ, Boogie and Scornful. Can MK5 catch up and make it a 4-way go? Boogie's got some DRS. Is he going to have enough to make a move on UJ? Not this time. No back markers, of course, in the way, because they've got... And Wavy does get past Bunny's Vengeance. Wavy passes Bunny's Vengeance for 5th. As I said, no back markers to lap because of the safety car bunching everybody back up. And we did lose 2 of the drivers who were struggling at the back. Still 16 of the 19 running, and we've got a yellow flag for a monster, I believe. It's Nathan Holland. Nathan Holland had a problem there. He's lost a position to Syme. Bunny's Vengeance has re-overtaken Wavy. And Brad Mason sets the fastest lap of the race. Apologies if I miss anything, folks. It's non-stop at the moment. We'll try and stick with the leaders though, because Scornful is now closing up on Boogie. They were all very close in qualifying, and they're all very close in the race. MK5 just can't seem to eke out that extra second to catch up, obviously, as these second and third runners are getting the DRS every time. You'll see some more of it here as they go down the main straight. And is Scornful going to be close enough to make a move as Joker makes the move on Smug Git? Here comes Scornful. He loves a dive into turn 1. Is he going to go for it this time? Not quite. Is Boogie going to go for it? Not quite. Who's going to get the best exit out of here? thrilling racing here. Bit more DRS. Still no overtake happening just yet. As we come towards the final quarter of this race. Still UJ from Boogie from Scornful. MK5 on bags, 2 seconds up the road. There he is in the background. Bunny's Vengeance is 5th, ahead of Wavy, whose tyres may be starting to give up on him. Swanton Bomb is 7th from Joker in 8th, Smugget in 9th, and Brad Mason rounds off the top 10. Finley's in 11th with Miller Vanilla 12th. Syme in 13th, Neyman Holland 14th, King Kong 15th, and in Dynamum in 16th. The last remaining runner will keep with this lead battle then. The three of them close together, but not close enough for a move. Boogie just having a little look, trying to spook UJ perhaps. Joker sets the fastest lap of the race. Neyman Holland has overtaken Syme. They're both out of the points at the moment. These three have been really good as Neyman Holland and Syme are battling away in the first corner. These three have been really in a league of their own, and they've increased the gap to MK5. The three of them are still locked within just over half a second each. Whose tyres will struggle the most in these final few laps? The safety car meant that it was a bit of an early pit for the ones who started on mediums. Even more so for Wavy, who's got 14 lap old medium tyres on. Make that 15 laps. Again, DRS is open, but not enough for Boogie to make a move, or for Scornful to make a move on Boogie. Everybody else pretty gapped out now, with the exception of the two monsters in 13th and 14th. Whose tyres are going to go off? Is there going to be a twist in the tail? And Dynamum is catching King Kong at a rapid rate, and I would expect him to make the pass very shortly. But we're going to stay with the leaders, as in Dynamum does get the place on King Kong. They're out the points. We're going to stay with the front three. We've been in a league of their own today. But who will prevail? UJ leads, Boogie T Syme second, and Scornful Griffin third. But keep the focus on Boogie as he's in the middle of the two. Can these three all hold their nerve? and all finish on the podium as they deserve to. Syme is in the pits again. I think he's going to go for softs for a fastest lap attempt, perhaps, as he's well out of the points. Brad Mason is closing in on Smug for 9th. A late change to medium tyres working well for him. Three laps to go then. Still, UJ, Boogie and Scornful are your front three, separated by about a second. Boogie's got a good run this time on UJ. Is he going to make a move? Not quite. But can he follow him now through this tight section and potentially get a move made? Syme did indeed go onto soft tyres and will attempt a fastest lap. He's now 16th. Is Boogie close enough this time? He isn't, but he'll still keep going. Just one mistake from any of these drivers is all it would take now. UJ doing a terrific job in front, managing these two behind him who both getting DRS at every opportunity. Every DRS detection, they're getting the DRS, he isn't, but somehow he's keeping them behind. Can Boogie make the move now? Up into turn one, he's going to do it! Boogie T slide back into first place, and Scornful's going to try and follow. Boogie T slide takes the lead with 2 laps to go. UJ and Scornful are right behind him though. It's not over yet, not by a long shot. This last 2 laps, all 3 of them in with a chance. As the tyres reach 20 laps old. Nathan Holland's going in the pits. He's going to have a last attempt at a fastest lap. So Boogie T Slime then in the lead now. UJ is doing everything he can to try and get the place back. Scornful Griffin is right behind in third. Syme does hit the fastest lap there. As they come into the straight to start the final lap of the race. And it's still a 3-way go for the lead. Scornful Griffin makes the dive up the inside of UJ, but UJ makes it stick. UJ keeps the position. Scornful will try and come again. This time around the outside. Possible switchback. On the power, not quite there. Boogie T Slime will be loving what he's seeing in his mirrors. And Scornful again, this time around the outside of UJ. UJ again holds his position. Can Scornful make a dive up the inside now? He can't, but he's waiting for the DRS. Both have the DRS on Boogie T Slime, but Boogie has gapped them a little bit. The final lap of the race, and we're still scrapping the front 3. Swanton has caught Wavy up, but he's got that penalty, so I don't think even passing him is going to matter. Joker picks up a penalty on the last lap. Boogie T Slime comes round the final corner. And Boogie T Slime wins for Lamborghini from UJGC in second and Scornful Griffin in third. What a terrific race. The three of them in a line. And you can see they're still in a line now. Look at that. MK5 on bags finishes fourth ahead of Bunny's Vengeance in fifth. Wavy is sixth. Chased home by Swanton Bomb. Pushed home almost by Swanton Bomb. Joker finishes 8th, Brad Mason is 9th, and the final point spot is going to Smug-Git in 10th. Finley is finishing in 11th, but he might drop to 12th because of penalty. He does. Miller Vanilla takes 11th. In Dynamum will finish in 13th spot. Runs a little bit wide. He's going to finish 13th. King Kong will come home 14th, but Syme might nick 14th on penalties. Let's see, not quite. And last home will be Naben Holan. What a race we've had here in TSL from Bahrain. And it's Lamborghini. Bunny's Vengeance takes drive of the day, a recovery drive up to 5th. After an incident at the first corner. It's Boogie T Slime and Lamborghini who take the win. And isn't he happy about it? Second for UJGC and third for Scornful Griffin. That is your podium for this week. All separated by less than a second. I will run you through the order here. The winner is Boogie T Slime from UJGC in second and Scornful Griffin third. MK5 on bags comes home fourth and Bunny's Vengeance fifth. All 5 teams in the top 5. We love to see it. Wavy is 6th from Swanton Bomb in 7th. Joker 8th from Brad Mason in 9th. Smug finishes 10th from Miller Vanilla. Centrofin in 12th with Indynamum 13th. King Kong 14th. Syme with the fastest lap in 15th and Naben Holan 16th. Your DNFs were Untrasau, TMK and Imlaub Salgar. That is it from Bahrain. I have been told to just leave the stream running a couple of minutes after the race and not cut off too quickly. Just a technical thing I've been asked, so I will do that. And for now, I will say goodnight and let you know that I will probably be back next Thursday with some more TSL as the bank holiday this week. I don't think I'll be in time for DRS, but I will let them know. So yes, thank you very much for watching, everybody. That's it from TSL in Bahrain. And it's Boogie T Slime who takes the win for the Lamborghini team.